As we can see that the Israel army is trying to destroy the Gaza people who are Muslims, but is it a wise decision? Is it a good attempt? If we use our common sense, we can easily understand how can this be a wise decision, how can this be humanity to murder thousands of people. If this kind of bombing will come to your home by the Muslims, will you allow it? If this kind of destruction will come to your city, to your country by some other country, will you allow it to happen? No, you will not allow it to happen. If you are a king and someone try to murder your people, what will be your behavior against those people who will try to murder your people? So if you will be a king and it will be your territory, how can you allow people of other countries or other areas to come and murder and invade the people of your country? You will never allow it. Even you will revenge back and you will try to give a lesson to such people. But the problem is that these people are fighting each other. So like Israel is bombing on Gaza and Gaza is bombing on Israel. Let's suppose this is the case. And we can see through the images what's going on, how these people have been destroyed, how their buildings have been destroyed, their businesses, their schools, their colleges, and their homes, even their small children and women have been destroyed. So why is this happening? Because the Israelis are worshipper of Yahweh, and the Muslims are worshipper of Allah. But are the Muslims worshipper of true God, or are the Israelis are worshipper of true God? Like I can say that Jews and Muslims. So are Jews worshipping true God? According to the real physical evidences and practical miracles performed by Allah in the physical world, he has demonstrated practically that he is the creator of all the creatures of the planet Earth. Like on this YouTube channel, God of Nature, there are more than 150 miracles of Allah, physical miracles, through which Allah have produced practical demonstrations of how He writes His name on physical creatures, on their physical bodies, and how Allah demonstrates and writes His name through clouds and trees and vegetables and fruits and other kind of stuff. Even if you go to the rightfulreligion.com website, you can see there are some free books that you can download and study about the life after death and the 21st century research about that all the people are from one Adam, one father and mother, Adam and Hawa. And the world peace formula is also here that tells how people can stop these wars from the world forever. And it is also mentioned nature supports Islam, which ultimately comes back to this channel. Like the nature is supporting the Islam, nature is giving the favor to Islam, and nature is under control of Allah. So why? What is the benefit of killing the Muslims in Gaza? I mean, if Jews are trying to do this to please the God, to make the God feel happy, it is not the case. God is not happy from the Jews because God is Allah. Allah is the personal name of God. Jews are worshipping Yahweh, and Yahweh is an in artificial God. Yahweh does not create anything in the entire universe, even not even Jesus, not even Ram and Krishna and Vishnu. It means that practically we can see, and you can also see, these kind of destructions to kill the Muslims are very foolish attempt. Because why are you killing the Muslims? If Allah has proved himself as the true creator of universe, and Allah is capable to destroy the Israel by himself. Allah can send earthquake, Allah can send storms and so many other kind of natural creatures, army of nature Allah can send to destroy the Israel anywhere, whenever he will. Allah can easily do that. So that is not the problem for Allah. That is not the problem for Allah. Allah is just looking at what the Muslims of the world will be doing now. So, but what I want to show you and convey you is that you need to understand that if you are a non-Muslim, look, the killing these kind of people is not a wise attempt. All the Muslims in the Gaza, they are worshipper of Allah, and Allah is the creator of the universe, and Allah is the controller of the universe. So ultimately, when someone is killing the Muslims just because they are worshipping Allah, it means that those disbelievers of Allah will be punished very hard by Allah in their hereafter life and forever, because Allah has prepared very painful punishment for non-Muslims who do not enter in Islam, do not revert back to Islam, and they try to be arrogant and they try to kill the Muslims just because they claim that their gods are true. No, the gods and goddesses which were created thousands of years ago by clever religious leaders, they are not true. They are not real. Allah is real and Allah is the God. And there is no second God with Allah. There is no partner of Allah. Allah is alone sole authority, sole sovereign authority of this entire universe. And He is the one who is the king of universe. So these people who are trying to murder Muslims must think about their own brutal actions. It is not allowed by Allah. Okay, and if they are trying to use their technology against Muslims for the sake of their own happiness, because the God is not happy from them, then Allah will punish them very hard. It's very clear, because I have shown you some evidences, and I have shown you why the Muslims are the true worshippers of the true God. And Jews, even all the Jews should come back to Islam. All the Jews should revert back to Islam. All the Jews army should revert back to Islam. All the Jews religious leaders should revert back to Islam, because the ultimately one true religion of the whole world, even the religion of all the humans and the religion of all the prophets, were Islam. They all were Muslims. All the prophets were Muslims. And Islam is the religion of the first human, Adam. And Allah is the creator of Adam. And Allah is the creator of angels and jinns and creatures and planets and earth and moon and stars and sun. So I hope you will think about it. And if you are a non-Muslim, and if you are a non-Muslim, you will, inshallah, come back to Islam and you will leave the religions of the false gods. Thank you so much for listening. Take care.